blushes, because it is about adding light and color to your cheek area, but doing it in a super modern way. So they're doing something just for us. Everybody today is going to receive a 3-piece collection. It's $29, not $66. Everybody's receiving the Starlight and this brush, okay? So everybody's getting that. You just choose whether you want the cinematic shade, whether you want the Aura, or I'm wearing Technicolor. So again, you just choose cinematic, Aura, or Technicolor. So coral, you have a tan, and you have almost a mauve look. So you just choose that. Everybody gets the Starlight and the brush. I can't believe this to complete your look. This is a steal.
It's a complete set, and to have it at this incredible value is something we never, ever,
and a little bit goes a long way.
It's so highly pigmented that it will last you, I don't know, months and months and months. I find that because it's the finely milled formula, and so you get these great pigments that give you this really nice brightness. So what's so great about these 3 shades is that I kid you not, you can choose whichever one you want and it will look beautiful on you. To have Aura, Cinematic, and Technicolor as your 3 options, these are our very best sellers. And they're their best sellers because they work on every skin tone. I use all 3 of these on a regular basis. I'm wearing Technicolor right now. I use Cinematic on a daily basis, and Aura just gives you that nice kind of beautiful feel. You can actually see that's what Deborah has on right now, is just that nice, beautiful kind of pinky mauve that you can build.
I love that.
I do too.
So, Dean, how do we do this? Do we apply the Starlight first? Because you get both of them. You get the Starlight Illuminator, and then you just choose Cinematic or Technicolor.
Right. I actually like to apply your blush first. Some people do the other way, but if I had to recommend a way, blush first. And then now we're going to take the beautiful, beautiful highlighter, our beautiful Starlight. And I just want you to see, we're actually going to do some head movement in a moment, so you can really see this shine. So what are we achieving here? So what we're achieving is that beautiful radiance, that lit from within look. Ooh. Ooh. There it is. There it is. We see that? Wow. Is right up to that hairline, right? It just makes you look lifted, makes you look brighter, and just has this beautiful, hydrated look to your skin.
And a highlighter sometimes can be, again, glittery, and that is not what we create. We create these beautiful, like, pearlescent shades that just catch the light but diffuse the fine lines.
Good point.
And you can see that in the way as she moves her head. It just catches those nice high points of the cheekbones, helps to accentuate it, give that nice kind of dimension to her cheekbones. But it doesn't accentuate, you know, sometimes you see a highlighter that's like glittery and shiny and you look like you've been sweating all day, and that's not what this is. These Starlight shades are just beautiful and finely milled, so it's gonna actually diffuse the fine lines and just find like it catches the light. You know, we are a Hollywood brand, we're an LA brand, and we understand the use of light. We actually were preparing for award season and we were watching some beautiful, great acceptance speeches, and we were noticing that back in the golden days of Hollywood, they weren't like thinking they're co-stars, they were thinking they're lighting directors.
Yeah.
And it's because they understood how important it was to have light the proper way. And that's what we do. We infuse the right kind of light to diffuse those fine lines and accentuate all your best features so that you feel your most confident and your lightest and your brightest. Look at this.
It almost like she has more volume in her cheeks, right? I want to show you all 3 colors. Technicolor, last call. That's the color that I'm wearing. A lot of you have been asking me recently what blush. Since I've got the sample, this is the only color I've been wearing. I love this Technicolor, and especially moving into spring. So that is the shade right here. That's your corally shade. That's the Technicolor, that's the bottom shade. Now, if we go up, this almost could be worn as a bronzer. This is Cinematic, so that's giving you kind of like a nudier pink. And then right up here is almost your softest baby pink that you're going to see with the mauve tint to it. So last call on the Technicolor. If you do want that, don't forget everybody's also receiving the Starlight and the brush.
I just want to show, like, look at that nice, so there's a little bit of the Starlight. Ooh. And you see how it just kind of diffuses the light and gives that nice kind of illuminating glow to it. So that's putting that right on those apples of the cheeks and right at the upper arch. You can actually see how beautiful that is. So you're automatically going to get that, and then you get to choose which of the shades, and you can't go wrong. And you get the brush. the brush has this beautiful like angle to it. So you can see when we go over to Dean again, you can see that nice angle gives you that beautiful sculpting. So it's a perfectly cut brush that gives you perfect sculpting to the cheeks. Helps you have that beautiful application of any of these 3 shades. And then the Starlight highlighter. I love that shade. That one's maybe one of my favorites.
Cinematic. I know this would be a great little bronzer or contour.
Yes.
Again, this is that Aura shade. And then last but not least, my favorite. I'm telling you, this Technicolor. It's like a peachy, rosy, I don't know, that's what I put on. I absolutely have been.
Well, and that's what I have. So you and I have totally different skin tones, and you can see we both are wearing Technicolor, and that we're able to have that kind of nice apple cheek, happy kind of glow to our cheeks.
It's just a fresh blush shade. It's not pink, it's not coral. Again, it's more of like a flush tone that I think it looks great on everybody's skin tone. So whether you are not necessarily a natural blonde, but blonde hair, green eyes, or you've got dark hair
and fair skin,
and blue eyes. You have blue eyes or green eyes?
Something. It depends. But you've got that beautiful, nice glow to it, and you can get that with Technicolor. And that's the way it is with Cinematic as well. You could wear Cinematic and have nice sculpting. Yeah. And almost use it like a bronzer. I can use it as well with a bronzer and create that nice kind of like sculpted cheek. And you know, when you see someone that has beautiful blush on, they just look alive and happy, and they look so luscious, like their cheeks are so full. Look at Deborah here. You see how full her cheeks are.
I know.
And she just glows. And that glowing is a combination of using that Starlight in those perfect places, right above the cheekbones, right around the eyes, and then building in with that beautiful aura right at the cheek.
Wow, well, we only have about a minute or so or sell out. Last call on the Technicolor. Again, I just went ahead and blended Cinematic. This is a gorgeous blush too.
It really is. It has just a little bit of extra warmth to it, maybe some brown tone. It's going to be perfect if you have darker complexion.
But let me show you, what I did was I just put a little bit on. I want to show everybody. So you put it here, but then watch, I'm gonna blend it. And look how, you're right, just the perfect amount of warmth.
So we actually,
that's really pretty.
We call these buildable blushes, and